For those of you that have been complaining about the absence of Snapdragon chipsets on past Infinix phones, well, it's finally here on the brand new Infinix Note 60 Pro, retailing for just about 500,000 naira. This phone right here comes with a lot of impressive specs and features, as well as some questionable ones.
What's that, brother?
So in this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it, so we can find out whether it's actually worth buying in 2026 or if it's something you should completely ignore. First, let's address the design and build quality. For one, it's probably the best non-flagship aesthetic I've ever seen, mostly because of how much it looks like phones that cost twice the price. It kind of feels like a battle between Infinix Note and Apple, which I know Apple will clearly win. I'm also really impressed by how slim and lightweight it is, considering how much stuff is packed inside. The rear looks very minimalistic and elegant, not to even mention the rectangular camera island, which helps massively in preventing table wobbling. And for the build quality, it's actually insane what Infinix is providing here. I like the fact that they keep evolving their Note series the right way year after year, not just based on looks and aesthetics, but on materials. And this one looks like the most exciting out of all of them. It's an aluminium finish, but unlike last year's Note 50 lineup, which looked exactly like that, this Note 60 Pro has taken that finish and refined it. It basically looks like frosted glass at this point, and it's totally resistant to fingerprint smudges. It doesn't end there though, as this phone also comes with an IP64 rating for protection against dust and water splashes, as well as Gorilla Glass 7 eye protection on the front. There's also something really interesting about the materials used on the camera module itself, which is made of this metallic canvas where the cameras, the flash and this where display are placed on, but more on that in a minute. Overall, design and build quality is probably the best I've seen for a mid-range phone, and what makes it crazy is the fact that even many flagships that cost twice the price don't get anywhere near this level of polish. And if you're enjoying this video, kindly leave a like so more people can see it, and also don't forget to subscribe for more. Thank you very much. Now, this is where things start to get very interesting. The external features. For context, last year's Note 50 Pro was already very impressive with the number of features it came with, so I didn't think they could add much more to its supposed successor. I was wrong. The Infinix Note 60 Pro is filled with a lot of unique and useful essentials that firmly place it as a balance between the minimalistic look of regular phones and the crazy appearance of flagship gaming phones.
The world needs balance.
There's an IR blaster, NFC connectivity, and an under-display fingerprint scanner, which unlocks the phone pretty quickly. But that's not all. You also get a JBL tuned stereo speaker system, which sounds really impressive, as well as a mute button that can silence the phone and even perform other functions. But it still doesn't end there. There's a heart rate sensor that can show your vital signs in real time. And then you have this, Infinix's first ever matrix display, which I guess is meant to be a whole new way to use secondary displays. And there's actually some cool stuff it can do, like showing the charging percentage, some text, whatever this is, some animations, and even this makeshift shooter game, which I honestly wonder who will play. On paper, it looks like a gimmick because not a lot of people are going to pay attention to it or use it at all, but at the end of the day, it's still useful most of the time. Now let's take a look at the display. How good is it? Well, this is yet another very impressive area because although the Infinix Note 60 Pro isn't a flagship, the screen isn't that far off. This phone comes with a 6.78-inch 1.5K AMOLED panel with a 144Hz refresh rate and 4500 nits of peak brightness. You can immediately tell that this is clearly a step up from the Note 50 Pro, despite how good that one already was. Spec-wise, it might look identical, but you can see noticeable improvements like the slimmer bezels, which I personally like. And as you expect, this display is amazing for consuming content. The AMOLED makes it very contrasty. The 1.5K resolution makes it pin sharp with no visible pixels, even if you squint like this guy. And at 4500 nits of brightness, it's basically impossible to struggle outdoors. Is it a perfect display? No, of course not. But when you consider the price, it's very hard to ignore how good it actually is. And that leads us to the part we have all been waiting for: performance. This is very important because for the first time ever on an Infinix mid-range phone, we are not getting a Unisoc or a MediaTek processor. Powering the Note 60 Pro is the Snapdragon 7S Gen 4 chipset, and if you don't know, this is a very big deal. It's a 4nm 5G capable processor, which I honestly don't think any similarly priced chipset can compete with. What this means is faster app opening, better multitasking, and overall smoother performance. But when it comes to gaming, that's where you really see the power of this chip. And it's actually quite funny to me. The Helio G100 on last year's Note 50 Pro was already really good. Whether it's Asphalt or Call of Duty Mobile, this phone can push extreme levels of performance. It does it so well that the phone barely gets warm or uncomfortable to hold, thanks to the built-in VC cooling system, which helps to maintain the performance. I really love that they upgraded the performance and finally brought in a Snapdragon chipset because it's what people have been asking for since 1991. I just hope they don't go back to MediaTek next year. And that brings us to the software. This is just as good. One thing I don't like about most budget or mid-range phones is how the software barely improves from the previous generation. Everything looks exactly the same. Techno. And that's what stopped them from feeling exciting, not just to me, but to the people buying them. However, with the Note 60 Pro, they didn't just upgrade the software, they actually killed it. This phone runs on XOS 16.1 based on Android 16, and the experience is very solid. It looks familiar to be some other company. I wonder who that might be. In terms of design, I like how they made it distinct enough without making it look ridiculous, and every interaction has a smooth animation to go along with it, like liquid glass. But it doesn't stop there. There are almost no ads, little to no bloatware, and you still get useful features like free link, smart touch, recording summary, a sidebar for quick app access, and a whole new set of upgrades to Infinix AI. Yes, Infinix AI. Let's talk about it. You still get the usual features like circle to search, AI document assistant, and AI image editing. But now there's even more. I'm talking about features that make Techno AI, as impressive as it is, look like child's play. The default assistant here is Folax, which assists you, I guess. But now you get access to Gemini, DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Meta AI, Grok, and more. You can literally switch between them whenever you want. And when you combine all of this with the confirmed 3 years of software updates, this is easily the best software experience I've ever seen on an Infinix phone. Period. That leads us to the battery experience. How long does it last? And how fast does it charge? Well, the Note 60 Pro is powered by a massive 6500 mAh battery, which is a huge upgrade from last year's 5200 mAh. It can comfortably last a full day for the average user, or even longer if you don't use your phone too much. For charging, you get 90-watt fast charging, same as last year, along with wireless charging, reverse wire charging, reverse wireless charging, and even bypass charging if you like gaming while plugged in. Another great addition is the magnets in the case, which make wireless charging setups much easier to use. And now we're on to the decisive category, the cameras. The Note 60 Pro comes with a dual camera setup, a 50MP main sensor with optical image stabilization, and an 8MP ultra-wide camera. The photos are pretty impressive, not iPhone or Samsung flagship level, but definitely good enough that most people won't complain. It also takes solid night photos, which I'm actually impressed with because not a lot of phones handle that well. The rear can shoot in 4K, which is a nice upgrade from the 2K on last year's model. And on the front, you get a 30MP selfie camera that can also shoot in 4K, which is honestly impressive. So should you buy the Infinix Note 60 Pro? One thing I'll say is this: if you have seen all these features and you're still thinking about it, then you honestly deserve a slap to the face. This phone clearly ticks almost every box. It finally brings a Snapdragon processor, has never before seen features, almost 7000 mAh of battery in a single frame, and much more, while still being cheaper than a lot of options on the market. If you want to know the best phones to buy in 2026 at any budget without making costly mistakes, click the card on the screen right now and I'll tell you all about it.